um, you know, thank you there, Miss Sinclair. So I wanted to officially start our meeting this evening at 7:04 on February 17th, and certainly this will be our Commerce Committee second Commerce Committee meeting of 2026. And happy Black History Month for everyone. I'm sure that you guys have tons of things that you see out there and all that, and I wanted to just make sure that we understand and highlight this very special month for contributions that uh, Black people and African American people and Caribbean American people, or just Black people in general, have contributed to this great nation and historically all over the world. So this is a time to celebrate the entire month. We've got 28 days to do it. And we're midway in the month now, so we still got some more work to do. But thank you guys for being on time this evening and having our meeting together as well. So let me just pull up the agenda really quick. Just want to. I thought I had it up already. That's. I hate when that happens. Actually. Oh, okay. Here we go. All right. Sorry, guys. I actually did have it, and when I switched over because of my slow internet, it takes me a little longer to pull up everything. So sorry about that. Okay. Well, let me just
Is there
while I'm
something
doing
being?
that, what I can do is hello, is someone speaking?
I was just asking, is there something actually being shown on a screen? Because
I
all I'm seeing is the
I
names
can't hear you.
of
Say that
every.
again.
All I'm seeing right now is the names of everyone who is in
No, man, there's nothing
attendance.
that needs to be showing on this.
Oh, okay.
Yes, that's exactly what you would see. There's nothing that's shown at present. Okay. I mean, everybody should have a copy of the agenda emailed to them along with the minutes for last month as well. I hope you guys got it. I'm sure you did, because how else would you log into our meeting this evening if you did not get it? Right? But let's get started. And my name is Hassan Bakruddin. I am the Commerce Committee Chair for Community Board 17. I welcome you guys to our Commerce Committee meeting. And certainly just go right into doing a quick roll call. And if you'd be so kind and give us your name and certainly a bit of affiliation, that kind of thing. So I'll start it off myself, Hassan Bakruddin, Commerce
You're breaking up.
Committee Chair. And next up, I'm looking on George. Go ahead, George.
You're breaking up. You're breaking up.
No, no one's saying anything. George?
This is Sonia Clark, committee member.
Okay, come on. Thank you, Sonia. Adele?
Adele Bennett, committee member.
All right. We got, I
George
see,
Tate, committee member.
thank you very much, George. And Miss Simone Monet Walls, can you introduce yourself really quickly, please?
Greetings, CB 17, resident for over 20 years, youth and committee member, here to see how y'all do things.
Thank you very much. And thank you for joining us, Ms. Walls. I appreciate that. Miss, well, Sonia, you already did that. Miss George, would you please go ahead and unmute?
Sure. Dorothy Gordon, committee board member and commerce member. Sorry.
Awesome. Okay. And lastly, but certainly not least, is Miss Ayanna Sinclair. Miss Sinclair, go right ahead.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Deanna Sinclair. I am the Community Associate with CP17 and looking forward to working with the Commerce Committee.
Awesome. Thank you very much, Ms. Sinclair. And
Welcome.
that's yes, and welcome. Thank you, George, and thank you. And I was actually going to say that for those who, and this is more for Ms. Walls, Ms. Sinclair has recently joined the Commerce Committee in supporting the efforts that we have, replacing Ms. Farah. And you know, she's been instrumental in sort of pulling our meeting together and making sure that we have all the things that we need for the meeting. So I'm looking forward to working with her. Although we all enjoyed working with Farah and we'll miss her, you know, I want you guys just to welcome Ms. Sinclair as well to our committee. We're looking forward to working with you. All right.
Welcome.
Great. You guys don't have to say it all at one time, but you can if you want. But it's okay.
Welcome. Welcome.
All right.
Welcome.
Thank you, everyone.
All right.
Hassan?
Thanks. Yes, ma'am.
Is there any way we can do a moment of silence for the Reverend Jesse Jackson?
Yeah, well, we're gonna get to that.
Okay.
We're gonna get to that. We absolutely are gonna get to that. And that was probably the next thing I guess we should get to before we start. And to Elder Dell's point, and it's a very important one. We did lose, and it's I guess it's not necessarily appropriate, but it did happen in Black History Month. The Reverend Jesse Jackson, who of course many of you, if you don't know him, he's an icon, a civil rights and created a path for Black people in this particular country. I would say that he laid the foundation and the framework or foundation for Barack Obama becoming, you know, president. And again, we can argue about that point, but uh, although Shirley Chisholm was also one that laid the foundation, I think to Jesse's point, Reverend Jackson's point, he also did and showed how you can bring not only, excuse me, not only African Americans together, but all walks of people together behind a campaign as well. And I think he ended up in that presidential election, a little Black history. He was third, you know, in terms of the number of votes that he got. We think he got about 80% of the vote, if I'm not mistaken, during the time he ran, which was, they thought he wasn't going to get anything, which is extremely significant. So I would like to have a moment of silence. That means the person who has their background stuff has to go on mute. So,
So
and we can have
before
yes,
Hassan,
ma'am.
before you say
Yes.
that, there's this website that give you quotes every day during Black History Month. And what was ironic is that today's quote was one by Jesse Jackson. I just want to share it. And it says, in many
Sure,
ways,
go right ahead.
In many ways, history is marked as before and after Rosa Parks. She sat down in order that we all might stand up, and the walls of segregation came down. And he quoted that when he was a civil rights leader with Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. So I thought that was ironic,
Right.
but yes, he is an icon. Thank you.
Absolutely, absolutely. Thank you so much for that, Sonia, as well. That is actually a powerful quote. So let's take a moment of silence for our dearly departed Reverend Jesse Jackson, who has joined the ancestors. Okay. Thank you guys for indulging me in that. Adele, thank you for bringing that out. I appreciate that. And Sonia, thank you for acknowledging the Reverend Jesse Jackson's quote. I think it was really one that resonates, particularly with the times that we're in as well. So absolutely. But So with that being said, and Bree, by the way, I know that you've joined us. If you want to introduce yourself very quickly before I move on to our next item on the agenda.
Good evening. This is Bree DaCosta, committee member.
Great, thank you so much. Okay, so let's. We did the roll call. So we next item on our agenda is our chairperson's report. So I wanted to sort of I mean, the big thing is obviously the Commerce Committee Small Business Expo. And for those who may not be familiar with that, I think all of the committee members are, but this is more for Ms. Walls, who joined us this evening from the Youth and Education Committee. We have an expo, which is going to be on Tuesday, the 24th of February, at the Flatbush YMCA from 4 to 7 p.m. Our partners are Councilmember Farrah Lewis, the Brooklyn Chamber of Commerce, the New York Small Business Services, Little Haiti BK, and the Flatbush Notion Junction bid. And the purpose of the expo is to obviously bring much needed attention and much needed resources to this particular venue, where we're inviting our small business community in, where they can come in and get this information, essentially on anything that support their small business, whether that is if they're interested in learning how to, essentially create a website and they don't know how to do that. Their New York Small Business Services actually has a program which is free. In fact, all of their programs are free, and they teach you how to do that. If you're a person that's interested in how to market your business, you have that same course or program that will help you. They'll help you do that. When it comes to public relations or seeking capital improvements, or if you're looking to help to maybe navigate or say not navigate, I mean negotiate a lease that you've never negotiated before, and you need some help in doing that. They have a program for that, and they will assist you with that as well. If you need legal advice, they have that. All of these things are free, which I think is great. So they're going to be bringing all of this information to our small business community on Tuesday, February 24th at the Flatbush YMCA in the gym, which would be pretty good. So we're looking to have a number of vendors, perhaps about 4 vendors, and we're looking to have our younger vendors to be there as well to highlight them also. And the purpose of that, make sure obviously, that they get more exposure, that the community knows about the work that they're doing, and they're getting their business off the ground. So Councilmember Lewis is working on that right now. We're looking to have at least 4 or 5, and we've also asked Little Haiti BK to also provide a number of small businesses as well. So we're looking to have no more than maybe 10 at the most vendors, in addition to the other agency heads or the small businesses or agencies that we are going to have there. So it should be robust event, but we're looking forward to being successful as well. Was there any questions on about the Small Business Expo at present from any of our Commerce Community members or anybody else as a question?
I have a quick question. I think I may know the
Yes.
answer, but I'm ask anyway. So all the businesses that are going to be there, the 10 vendors, are they all in our community? And do they
Yeah.
only have to be in our community?
They don't all have to be,
Okay.
but I never sort of, if a small business is in, say, in Crown Heights and they wanted to participate, yeah, I would open them. Sure, I would give them an opportunity, because the idea is that as long as think about this, they're bringing their products that they're selling or whatever that they're doing, services, and the tables will be provided by the YMCA. All the YMCA needs to know is how many tables you need, how many chairs you need. And the vendors will be bringing their stuff to
Right.
sort of demonstrate their wares. So yeah.
Okay. Just wonder if we're only
Okay.
like just highlighting our business. You know what I'm saying? Our community. Okay.
Right.
But I get it.
Right.
Thank you. Okay.
Right.
Thanks.
Excellent. Okay.
Hassan?
Yes, sir.
Yes, just want to make sure, like, because I know last year there was some mixed up with what we were supposed to take from CB17.
Yep.
Is that in place now? What's going from CB17 and how it's getting there?
Yes. And that's what we were, Miss Sinclair and I were just talking about. We're going to talk about that offline, and we'll
Yeah.
make sure that that happens. So we should get that settled
Okay.
no later than tomorrow.
Yeah. What
Yeah.
time do you want the committee members here, and what will be our function?
Sure. Well, the committee, because I would always get to the location an hour or two before to make sure everything is set. So I would certainly get, if the committee members wanted to come in and they wanted to help out for whatever reason. I don't know what kind of help they would need. You know, let's just say all the tables aren't up and we need to put the tables and that kind of thing.
Right.
You know, those are things that maybe require some help, but for the most part, no. 3 o'clock would be okay to get there. Okay.
Okay.
I also asked, and I don't know how feasible this is. I'd asked at least 3 restaurants, Lily's Restaurant, Bamboo Walk, and Footprints, to see if they wanted to provide some sort of victuals, you know, finger food, that kind of thing, while they're there. So I'm still waiting to hear back from that. So I'll let you guys know about that, because they would be donating that just to kind of have people, to give more of a robust sort of feel to it as well. I know many people probably know about some of these restaurants, and maybe some of you guys don't. I don't know, but I can tell you, food at all 3 of those locations are amazing, though. All right, so that's that. I also wanted to let you guys know we completed the newsletter for February, so that went over to Ms. Frazier and Ms. Sinclair as well, which should be going on our new CB17 newsletter, and I think it's on the website. It will be posted on the website as well, right, Ms. Sinclair?
Yes, it will be.
Okay, great. The small business spotlight, and this is something that I wanted to run by the committee, and you guys can let me know as well. Since it is Black History Month, and you know, it's all about highlighting the accomplishments of Black people and that kind of thing. And I thought maybe it makes sense to sort of utilize, and we do a small business spotlight anyway, to really highlight a couple of businesses in the community for Black History Month. Um, and certainly something that we can put out in the community. And I think, you know, I know committee members, you've seen the examples that we've put out before. So I will be sharing those again. And I think maybe perhaps putting out 2 to maybe 3 of those every for the entire month would be great. You know, just to kind of let people know um, as well, you know, how things are in our community as well. And 2 other things before I finish up my report. We're looking to, once we complete the Small Business Expo, we are looking to move right into which are looking to still have it at SUNY Downstate. Waiting to hear back the confirmation from Alicia Goodridge on the actual date in April, because we had to push that back. I know originally we were looking to do it in March, but you know, because we had to push back our Small Business Expo, we absolutely have to push back the you know, the the business networking breakfast. So we're working on that, but we'll be right into that actually, and I'm going to need the Commerce Subcommittee to really help with that effort as well. I just want to let you guys know. And then after that is completed, guys, right after that's completed, we'll be working towards the Sumptuous Sampler event and our East Flappers Restaurant Week. So we got a lot of work to do between now and then, but I just wanted to kind of set the stage on that. So are there any questions on any of that stuff?
I do have one question about the first.
Yes, Ms. Gordon.
Okay, is our committee going to be tabling? Because I wasn't there last year. Because I know it's set up as at
Mhm.
3 o'clock if you want to help. Are we tabling for anything? Are we gonna have any type of resources?
Yeah, we intend to table, which is what Ms.
Mhm.
Beverly Miss
Hassan, you were breaking up. Can you repeat what you said?
I said yes, we would be tabling, and
No, you're still breaking up, but I got the answer. Yes, we're
Still breaking
tabling. Yes, you're breaking up.
okay. Sorry about that, guys. I don't know what's happening. I have my headset on, so sometimes it acts kind of wrong.
Yeah, maybe the headset.
Yes, we will be tabling essentially, and we'll be getting that together.
Thank you.
All right. Any other one? No. All right. Good. Well, great. Thank you. The Commerce Committee, the members, I appreciate you guys for it. It's important to be able to do that. Our
Chair, you're breaking up badly. Like maybe you're maybe see that maybe I don't know.
my headset. Hang on a minute. Let me see.
I mean, we can hear you, but it's staticky. You know, it's breaking up.
Hang on a minute. I think I'm fine. Let me take out my headset. That's the problem. Hang on just a moment.
Does anybody hear anything?
No,
I hear nothing.
no, I think he's probably trying to fix it still.
I think maybe he has to log out and log back on.
What everyone wants to know is why repairs have gotten so expensive.
The new cars have so many computers. When I started in the business 40 years
Maybe somebody can call him, let him know.
He's trying to come in. I just saw his picture came up.
Yeah, he's back on another line.
Oh, okay, I'm looking. I don't see anything. Hold on. No, I don't see anything.
anywhere from 5
He's trying because I see him coming in and out.
Mm-hmm.
Can you hear me? You can't hear me.
We're still cracking
Yes,
up.
I can hear you now.
You can.
But
Okay.
it's,
I think
yeah, but you're signing twice.
yeah, I probably had to because yeah, I had to. For whatever reason, I'm having a lot of difficulties all of a sudden with my internet. But you guys can definitely hear me, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, I could hear you.
Great. Good. I guess that's the most important thing. So thank you for being patient with me. I had to go out completely and come right back in. So I'm glad that I'm able to at least talk. Okay, so where I was at is I was actually getting ready to uh, and hang on a second. Just
There you go.
It's going in and out again. Maybe the headsets, if you
Any questions about your Medicare?
Reverberating.
Check to see if there's a Part C plan available to you.
to go on mute for a minute.
while we're waiting, can someone repeat the date of the event, date and time, please?
The date is Tuesday, 2/24, 4 to 7
Yes.
at the
224 and what else?
4 to 7 p.m.
Okay.
And he's gonna get there for 3 if you want to help set up, you know, if we need help to set up. And at the Brooklyn Y.
Yeah, I heard that.
Okay.
I didn't I was sort of a ways in the kitchen. I didn't hear the date, the time, and also the venue. You know, I'm sure it's going to be in a minute, but I just wanted to have
Yeah.
a idea of it while I was sitting here. Thank you.
In the Flatbush YMCA.
It's February 24th, right?
Correct.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay, can you guys hear me?
Perfect. Yes.
Sounds much
Fantastic.
better.
Okay, good. All right, good. So I took off my headphones, so hopefully that has solved the problem. So thank you for bearing with me this evening. So I wanted to see if and Miss Bellin, I see that you've joined us as well. So good evening, by the way. But I don't see. Oh, Deirdre.
Yes, good evening. Hi.
Good evening. All right. Khadija, Marguerite.
Good evening.
Good evening. All right. And I see Nicole Julius. Good evening. All right. And I just want to make sure I got everybody here. And And sorry, we got Stephanie Sultan.
Here.
Sure. And Stephanie, are you a quick question? And I also Tawa there too, by the way. Nice to see you, Tawa. Oh, nice to hear from you, Tawa. Are you representing any business this evening, or are you part of the committee?
I'm representing a business.
Okay, and you're which business, Miss Sultan?
Yoli's on Clarendon.
Okay, great, no problem. I just want to make sure because I
No
see you
worries.
there. All right. Okay, great. All righty. Okay, awesome. Well, this is I wanted to sorry, I thought someone else was saying something. Okay. All right, so let's move on. So I wanted to my next item on the agenda is our minutes, the approval of our minutes. And I want to make sure that and this is particularly for the Commerce Committee members. Commerce Committee members, have you received the minutes? That's the first question.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. And have everyone read the minutes?
I did.
That's important.
I did.
Say that again?
I did read the minutes. There was only one question I have with respect to the previous minutes that were not voted on.
Yes. The question was what, Sonia? Sorry.
No, I just wanted to find out. No, the minutes I read them, they looked okay. No, I was just asking if we will be voting on, well, depending if we have a quorum or not, if we will
Right.
also be voting on the December minutes that were not voted on.
Yes, we would be.
Okay.
We would
Okay.
be. Yeah, we would be.
Okay.
Yeah. So tonight we'll be voting on the December minutes and the January minutes as well.
Got it. So I will have to abstain from the December minutes because I was not present for the,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay. Great. All right, no problem. And thank you for that, Sonia. Let's see. I just want to verify that we have quorum as well, which I think we do. And barely, we just kind of skeeted by here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7. Absolutely do have quorum. We just made quorum actually, so that's a good thing. So with that being said, I'd like to ask for someone to make a motion for us to accept our minutes for both December and for January.
Before we vote, is it possible to do them separately? Because there's some who have to, well, for me, I can't vote. I can vote on January, but I cannot vote on December's minutes.
Right, but you said that. So
Okay, cool.
we noted that in
Okay.
yeah, we noted that in because this is being recorded, so it's absolutely noted that you will not be, you'll be abstaining. Is that
Got
okay?
it.
I also have some comments about the January minutes. Okay, so
okay, yeah, right ahead.
yes, because I don't see, and I think in the minutes we should have the results of the voting. I don't see where, like those businesses that came for the liquor licenses. I don't see what
Right.
was the
Oh,
outcome.
yes.
So I think that should be included in
Yes.
the minutes.
That is true.
I agree.
That is true.
I agree. That's a very good
Very
point.
good point.
Yes, sir. Yep. Okay. Right. So in absence of that, we can make that adjustment to the minutes. Was that the only thing that George?
Yeah, that's the only thing that really caught my attention.
Okay. All right.
Hassan, I have a question.
Yes.
Wasn't the
ma'am.
last meeting where we had the hiccup in regards to whether this this business could actually open across the street from a church. I don't see none of that in here.
Yeah, it was definitely, yeah, we did have that discussion. Yeah, we did. And I can't remember the business off the top of my head, but it was a young man who was on as well. So yes, ma'am, it wasn't in there. Yeah. So we've got that piece as well. So the notation for, okay. Okay. We need to find out why that wasn't in there as well. Okay, great. I can definitely do that. So with that, was that the only other thing?
Oh, sorry. So do we need to make a motion to amend the minutes, or do we have
Yeah,
to
we have,
table the minutes till the next
well,
meeting?
I think I'm looking at the items. One, the voting has to be involved in that. So I think that's very key. And the discussion around the business owner being next to a church should also be added. So with that being said, hang on, guys, you have to put your phone on mute. Okay, you have to put your background noise on mute. All right, because I so yeah. So with that being said, so perhaps what I think we should do, and I don't like doing this, but we should probably table both of these until we get those added.
But it's
I would
also
feel more comfortable.
missing.
I would feel more comfortable as well, because both of those items were necessary to our discussions at our meetings, and they're very important points as well.
It's also missing whether we verified whether he could actually apply for a liquor license or for a wine and beer license.
That's exactly right. Yeah.
Yeah.
That whole discussion, and we spent about almost 20 minutes on that discussion. So I think that those things should be added, guys,
Yes.
before we approve our minutes. I think it's important to make sure we have that in there.
Yeah, the business in question was a Major Manor. I think it was Mr.
Yeah,
Castaneda.
it was Major Manor. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. And I just for transparency also, I did reach back out to him. I didn't hear anything back from them, so I don't know what happened there. But yeah, but we should have the necessary. We should have that information in the minutes, because I think it was key, and the fact that we spent a great deal of time talking about that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so we want to make sure that we're accurate. Okay, cool. So let's table our minutes for December and January until we get those additions added, and then we'll come back to that for next month. All right.
Mm-hmm. That's good.
All right. Okay, great. So with that being on our agenda, which is the reason why which part of our meeting is here.
We'll break it up again. You're breaking up, Hassan.
Hassan, you're breaking up badly again.
I have my head.
Keep going.
Okay, good. All right, I don't know what happened there, but I don't have my headphones on and I'm moving around. So
I think you need to request Zoom next time.
Oh yeah, we definitely are, because WebEx is horrible. WebEx is horrible.
Horrible.
It has always been horrible. Sorry, I had to say that. Anyone who loves WebEx. So with that being said, we do have Miss Stephanie Sultan. Miss Sultan, are you still there?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, great. And you will be representing Yoli's restaurant this evening, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, awesome. Thank you for being here. And what we'd like for you to do, Miss Sultan, is to give us and assume that we know nothing about your business, right? despite the fact that you are here for a renewal license, SLA license, but the assumption is just assume that we don't know anything about your business. So please fill us in on what type of business you have, cuisine, all that, just know. Okay, and then the Commerce Committee members will be asking you questions after that, if there are any. Okay. So go right ahead, Ms.
So hi guys. I have. Can you guys hear me?
Yes, we can.
Oh, so a Haitian restaurant. We sell Haitian food. We're open we're open 7 days a week. It's pretty big in size, I guess. We host a lot of like events, not like big events, but we host like a lot of birthday dinners and repasses, small kind of gatherings and things like that. Yeah, but we're just mainly like a dine-in restaurant. We don't really do anything major.
Okay. Anything else you want to talk about in terms of capacity, cuisine? I mean, anything, anything more you want to?
Well, the capacity, like doing a number kind of thing.
Sure. I mean, how many people do you seat at your restaurant?
So we can seat about like 50 people. If we're having an event, we can have like about 100 people, 120 people. The cuisine is Haitian.
Sure.
So we serve a lot of Haitian food. I don't know if anybody is familiar with Haitian food. I see our operation. So Monday, we're open 9 to 10. Okay. Monday to Friday, or I guess 7 days a week.
All right. Anything else?
Any other questions? No.
Okay. All right. No problem. All right. Thank you for letting us know a bit about your restaurant. I'm going to open up to questions from the committee. Committee members, this is your opportunity to be able to ask the questions to Ms. Sultan. So go right ahead, committee members.
I can't find my hand raised, so let me know when I can speak.
Go right ahead.
Okay, yeah, this is Sonia Clark. Is this Yoli's, she said?
Yes.
Okay, so I live across East 58th. And the first thing I would say, I was a little, how should I put it? You didn't seem very confident in your restaurant, because if I was expecting, I know the restaurant, and so I was expecting to hear more about it. However, I see it has been there for quite some time. I want to ask: is there an emergency exit in the restaurant one? And who manages the garbage in front of the restaurant? Because I know that the garbage piles up there consistently, and it's a real eyesore. And as the owner of the restaurant, how do you manage that that pileup of garbage that is out there pretty often?
So for the confidence thing, I just was caught off guard, so that's why I was like kind of shocked.
Okay.
Because I didn't know what was going on.
No
But yeah, we have been there for a while, and I was like, huh? Because I didn't know what was going on. But yes, we have been there for a while. May makes it about 16 years, so we've been here quite some time. We do have a garbage company that comes, they pick up the garbage every night. However, like when we leave and stuff, people come and they kind of put their own garbage there, like people from off the street. So we try to kind of like lock it, but when we lock it, then people just kind of put their garbage on the floor. So it's kind of frustrating because whatever we try to do to kind of get the garbage not to be there, like we'll leave at night, and then we come in the morning and it's like mattresses there and like chairs and like things. What is going on? It's like I'm sorry, but I can't do anything about it, because like they'll come, park their car and just throw things in the stuff.
Mhm.
So,
No,
but
okay.
the guy that I
No.
have been cleaning, he usually comes and he tries to put anything that's on the floor into the bin.
Right.
And he does kind of clean around it, but like the big major things, they
Mhm.
kind of just leave it there. We have to
Okay.
wait for the
Okay, no,
garbage
the
company
reason
to.
the reason why I asked is I was just curious as to if the property owner is responsible, or if each business is responsible for their own, because I see there are like several
Mhm.
garbage containers. So I was just wondering if it's the individual business responsibility or the property owner's responsibility. Because you know we had this discussion many years ago in our block association meetings. We've tried to reach out to the property owner because we were very concerned about how unkempt the area was and still is to some extent, you know, but it was a challenge.
Yeah, I think the laundromat, the laundromat, and I think something at the corner also has like a garbage bin, and they're going through like the same issue. Like we leave at night, even during the day, sometimes people just come, park their car, and put their garbage on the floor or like humongous things in the bin, and it's like ridiculous.
Yes. The other
honestly.
question is if you have a
So I'm sorry about that.
emergency exit on the property. You
Yes,
do? Okay.
we have
So that
two.
goes to the schoolyard?
No, it goes to the front. Well, no, we have 3 exits. Sorry, we have 1 exit by the kitchen and we have 2 in the front.
So the one in the kitchen goes, so is there an exit that goes to the car park? That car park by the school? Nazareth School?
Yes, that's an exit. Like the across the McDonald's, yes, that's an exit that we have there. That's on I think 58. And then we have the 2 in the front.
Okay. All right, those were my questions so far.
Camera. Yes, we have multiple cameras. We have cameras that go from the side. We have cameras inside. We have cameras outside. So we do have a lot of cameras, and they do work.
Okay, great.
And
Any
one last
other
question.
questions?
Yeah,
Yes.
just one last question. This is for renewal liquor license.
Yeah, this is a renewal. This is a renewal. Yes, ma'am.
So how does this affect, because that is right in the corner of 2 schools. So, I mean, it's a renewal, but I was just wondering, because I know years ago, when they first started, in our block association was challenging because we were concerned about the distance between the 2 schools, but I guess they still got the license. But I was just curious if some kind of if things have changed, that they were, because they 2, as I said, they 2 schools, you know, across
Right.
just in walk,
There-
you know, a
there-
couple of feet away.
As far as I know, nothing's changed. I mean, the paperwork is still the same when it comes in. The SLA, you know, they go out and they make the determination and they do their measurements. So how they do their measurements, I don't know if it's from the front door, but obviously it has to be 200 feet from a, and I mean, again, like I said, the measurements, I'm not sure how that's done. But they absolutely, and these guys have been getting their renewal every 2 years or so. So they've come out and they've actually done the measurement, so it's in compliance, you know. Otherwise they would not, in other words, that piece they wouldn't be before us if that was the case. Every once in a while one slips by, but for the most part, in this case, I don't believe that's the way it is.
Okay.
But it's a
Those
good
are my
point you raised,
questions.
though.
Thank you.
Okay.
I
Any
think
other
that's
questions
something about-
for?
Yeah, I have a question something about a fire.
I'm sorry. So sorry. Say that again. I apologize. I didn't hear
I
that.
think when I was talking, I saw something pop up about like a fire inspection.
Yes.
Oh yeah. That was Well, that's Adele's question. That is the question that. So Miss Sultan, is there a fire inspection? You guys have done your yearly fire inspections that you get.
Yes, we have, and they're actually coming again on Thursday.
Okay.
To do cleaning, but we recently did get our inspection for the fire, and then we just last Monday we had our food inspection. So
Food handling license.
Yeah. I'm sorry, what was that?
The Department has food handling license.
Adele,
It was
barely
muffled.
hear you.
I can't hear you.
I can barely hear you. What did you say, Adele?
Department of Health license.
Yeah, we got ours. We had an inspection last Monday from the Department of Health.
All right. Any other questions for Ms. Sultan?
I have a question. It's almost in line with Sonia asked. So, and this property is on Clarendon? Because I didn't know what the address was for this.
Yes, it's on Clarendon.
Yeah.
Okay, so thereby where that mini mall is?
Yes.
Okay, so I think it was Sonia's question about who's responsible for keeping that clean. So it's not the restaurant owner, it's the property owner, correct?
Like,
Only
what do you
because-
mean clean?
No, because if that's the same strip, I'm thinking about where there's always garbage there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so because you said that there's nothing that could be done about it, there's always something to be done. The question is, who's responsible for that? Would that would be the property of that, like that strip mall area, right? It wouldn't be you per se, correct?
So what I mean is, like, when they put like the big pieces of garbage, like the mattresses and the weird things, I have to wait for the garbage people to come at night to kind of take it. But like if there's other small things, my janitor, he usually kind of cleans our parking lot, like our side of the lot. Because we take up 3 stores. So he does clean around the garbage can area and he does clean in front of the store.
Okay, and only because I mean, this is transparency. Being really honest, you could have amazing food. I would never go to that restaurant. It looks so bad there. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't know. I mean, and I'm looking for good places to eat, and it is an eyesore. Because I always think like, why? Why isn't sanitation doing something about it? Even I actually walked past there today with the snow and the debris. And I understand about the snow piling up in the dirty snow. That's different. But yeah, because I always wondered, and it must be challenging if you have a business there and the place looked like that. You know what I'm saying? So if you're saying there's nothing that can be done as a business owner, isn't there something that can be done? Because it may be impacting people who don't know how amazing your food is to just stop by. You know, look. So have you tried something before besides waiting? Like, is there a open ticket with sanitation, or you have all these cameras of people seeing this, someone assessing that? Like, why is that happening? It's been like that for years.
I mean, we have, because it's a private business, sanitation will not come and pick up garbage for us or pick up garbage for any private company. But we do have cameras, but I mean, once the person leaves overnight, I can't find them.
Wow. That's sad. That's unfortunate, I should say.
So let me ask you a question. So and thank you, Dorothy, for bringing that point up. And this is and to both Sonia and to Dorothy's point, this has been an ongoing situation. So I'm very familiar with talking to Mr. Sultan, who was there as well, and knowing that this problem existed, and not this real solution at all. So what I would recommend, and what I think we certainly can do for you as a Commerce Committee, I believe that we can reach out to our sanitation representative, particularly in New York Sanitation. And I know what you're talking about in terms of them not being able to do much in terms of that. But what they could probably do is come out and assess ways in which help mitigate that kind of, right? I mean, that's what they're there for. That's what they do. So we can actually have them come out to your location and do an assessment of and give you ideas on ways you can help to mitigate this kind of problem, because it is a problem. I mean, I've gone to Yoli's. I've eaten the food there. I've sat down and eaten. I've taken food out, and it's amazing Haitian food. So I know how good the food is, but I understand why someone would be reluctant to go into your establishment, which is counter to what you guys are doing there, because you're there to make money and grow your business. With having that problem, and people not going there simply based off of that. So we want to try and help you solve the problem if we can.
Yeah,
and I think
I'm
we
open
can
to that. Like,
probably do that.
If you can get somebody to kind of come in and assess it, that'd be great, because we've tried and they usually just said we you guys are private, you have your own like private company, so you guys are gonna
Right.
have to like wait for that. Because even for myself, like when we take out our own garbage, we don't even take the garbage out till like later in the evening to put it in the bin, just so
Right.
that we won't have like a bunch of garbage around. So we wait until
I
like
understand.
night, like when we're getting ready to leave, to put our own garbage out. So
I understand. I definitely understand. But there are ways that they've instituted
Mhm.
these new sanitation methods that
Mhm.
that actually are pretty good in helping reduce or tamp down on the dumping and all. So I would definitely be definitely making a call on your behalf and to
Mhm.
see if we can get somebody over there to assess that and help you guys with that problem, because that problem has been persistent for years over there, and I don't think there's ever been an assessment ever been done at any of those businesses on that strip, if I'm not mistaken. So if you're waiting for the property owners to really clean it, it's not going to happen. That's not, okay. But lastly, rather than beat this to this dead horse, I wanted to just, are there any final questions for Ms. Sultan at
Yes, I
Yoli's?
guess my hand's been up, but I guess you can't see it.
Sorry,
Yes,
George.
no,
Yeah, I can't see it. Sorry.
a couple of questions. One is because Ms. Sultan mentioned that they have events over there. Are these live music events or it's just like repasses or so?
So we usually have like repasses.
So, but you don't have like bands playing in there or?
So we don't have like a live band, but on Sundays we have like a DJ for like a older person's party, I guess. And we do have a security guard that monitors it, but it's not for young people. It's more for like retired people. It's a retired person's event.
Okay, and thank you. And then I guess some this is for you because I don't see the precinct here. So I just wondered, do we have a police report?
We do have an incident report. And the incident report, and just so you know, Ms. Sultan, we always ask for what the 67 precinct for an incident report, and the incident report is generally done for a year, meaning that we ask the 67 precinct to report on any incidents that may have happened at that location from the time that we asked them to and well, in this case it would be I think we asked them, it was the 15th of February through the 15th of February of the 17th of this year. And there have been, according to the report, there's no incidents at that location at all. So, which is a good thing, and what the incidents could range, just so you know, this is for your own edification, Ms. Sultan. Sometimes it's a 911 call. Sometimes it's a noise complaint. It could be any, but there are none at all at your location. So, so with that being said, I think we've probably. Sonia, I see your hand is still up. Are you asking another question? Sonia? Oh, I guess maybe she's not asking a question. Maybe it's from before.
My hand is up.
Okay, great.
I have one question. So you said you recently got a food group.
Who's speaking?
This is
I'm sorry.
Nicole.
I apologize.
I'm sorry. This is Nicole Julius. I have
Hi,
one question.
Yes, ma'am.
You said you recently had a food visit. I'm curious to find out what grade did you receive?
So we got an A.
Very good. Thank you.
All right.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Great. All right. So with that being said, I'd like to, since we have quorum, thank you. And by the way, thank you, committee members. And I see Tricia also joined us as well. So what I'd like to do is take a vote on Yoli's restaurant this evening. And of course, Commerce Committee members, you know what the vote is for. It is essentially for whether or not they're going to be moving ahead to our next portion of our meeting, which is tomorrow night, where the full board of Community Board 17 will be taking a vote on the recommendation to the SLA to get their liquor license. All right, so just wanted to see if we can get this vote done. Miss Walls, you will not be participating in this piece because you're not a member yet. But every other member here, you guys know the drill. So when I call your name, it's either yes or no. Yes, you approve. No, you don't approve, or you're abstaining. Okay. So I'll start with Adele.
I'm abstaining.
Okay. All right, and Bree.
Yes.
Okay. And Celia, Miss Bellin. Miss Bellin? Miss Bellin, if you're speaking, we can't hear you. Okay, I'll come back to Miss Bellin. She might have some problem. How about Cheryl?
Approve. Approve.
Cheryl?
Yes, do you hear me? I approve.
Okay,
And
wait a minute.
Miss Bellin, I approve.
Okay, so guys, it's not. You have to say either yes or no or abstain. So are you approving saying yes?
So Miss Bellin,
Yes. Yes. Cheryl says
Okay,
yes.
Miss Bellin, yes.
Sonia
And Cheryl
Clark,
says
yes.
All right, Sonia, thank you. Bree. Oh, I got you already. Sorry.
Okay.
Marguerite.
Yes.
For my hand, so
Yeah, go ahead. Marguerite.
Yes.
Okay. Miss Dorothy.
Yes.
All right. George.
Yes.
Okay. Deidre.
Yes.
All righty. Khadija.
Yes.
All righty. Thank you very much for that. Nicole.
Yes.
All righty. And sorry. And Tawa.
Yes.
Trisha.
Yes.
All right. Great. I think I got everybody. I don't think I missed anyone. Oh, wait a minute. Melissa Judd. Melissa? Hello?
Yes. I'm here.
Okay. Yes. So Melissa.
Yes, I said yes.
Oh, you did. Okay. Thank you. That's all right. Okay, great. And of course, I'm saying yes. Hassan Bakruddin says yes. All righty then. So I believe with the one abstention, which was Adele.
Has not did Mr. George vote?
Yeah, he did.
Mr. Tate vote?
Yeah.
Yeah, I voted. I said yes.
He voted. He voted. So with that being said, everyone, with the exception of Miss Bennett, voted yes, and Miss Adele Bennett voted. She voted to abstain. So, with that being said, because it's a majority, we are moving ahead Yoli's Restaurant to the general board meeting for tomorrow, which is going to be at 7 p.m. Miss Sultan, and it's me downstate, okay, which is 395 Lenox Road. All right. So what you've actually had to go through this evening, you'll probably have to go through tomorrow night with the general board members. Okay. What I will do though is that I will call you up during the session when they ask the Commerce Committee to come up, and I will try and help alleviate a lot of the questions that you had answered this evening with my presentation to the board on your behalf. Okay, does that make sense?
Yes.
Fantastic. Okay, great. So with that being said, I don't want to hold you anymore. It's nice of you to come in and go through this process. We appreciate that. And we will see you or Mr. Sultan tomorrow at the general board meeting at 7 p.m. at 395 Lennox Road. And Ms. Sinclair, will you make sure that they get the information as well as the agenda tomorrow?
For sure, I'll send that over.
Okay,
So,
great. Thank you so
just
much.
to be clear, Mr. Sultan, my dad, he's not gonna be coming because he's having surgery tomorrow.
Oh boy,
So
no
that's why
problem. No problem.
I'll be there probably by myself. So
Okay, that sounds great. And please extend the best wishes to your dad, as well. Okay.
All right, thank you.
All right. So you go right ahead, and we're gonna still be on, but you're free to go. And
Okay.
I'll see you tomorrow night.
Thank you,
All
Ms.
right, thank you.
Sultan.
Just to clarify, it's 395 Lennox Road
Yes, ma'am. SUNY Downstate. Okay.
at 7 p.m.
Yes, ma'am.
Is there like a specific floor or something, or?
It's on the ground floor, and when you come in, you just ask the guard. It's in in the auditorium, so he'll tell you. You just let him know you're here for the community board meeting, and they'll direct you to it. It's a really easy way to get in, so it's not a problem.
Okay. All right. Thank you so much.
Okay. Take care, Ms. Sultan.
Thank you,
Good
guys.
night.
Have a good night.
Good night.
Good night.
Bye-bye.
Good night.
Thank you.
Lady, Commerce Committee members, thank you guys for going through that exercise. Appreciate that. Okay, so with that being said, I don't believe the other businesses here. No, they are not. They are not here this evening, so we'll have to reach out to them tomorrow and find out why they did not appear before the Commerce Committee. A letter, and I'm glad that we had this procedure in place, and we did this at just to let you guys know. We did talk about how we were going to be moving forward with our small business community when they don't appear before our Commerce Committee meeting, and we'd all agreed that we would be sending out a letter to the SLA and recommending and the reasons why it's important for them to adhere to the process that not only we agree as a community board and as Commerce Committee members, but the SLA also it should adhere to as well. So I sent that letter out for those businesses last month who did not show, and we did get a response back. Pardon me, I'm losing my voice here. We did get a response back, and so they're looking into the matter of actually implementing that a business should not get their liquor license because they don't have the permission from the community board. I'm going to be very vigorous about that. I told you guys I'm going to be doing that on a regular basis, so I will be following up on their response to that, and I'll be sending a letter on behalf of the business that did not attend last night. So this is something that we automatically do every month.
I have a
Hassan?
question. I have a question.
Yeah.
No,
Okay.
go
Who's
ahead.
speaking first?
You go for it. I don't know.
I was just
All
had a
right,
quick question. Okay, go ahead.
You go first. Go ahead.
Sonia, go ahead.
So,
Sonia, go ahead.
yeah. So if they turn up tomorrow, did you send a letter to the ones who did not turn up to this meeting today? Or do you send them after they haven't turned up? Because my question would be, if the ones who were supposed to come today did not receive a letter, can they turn up tomorrow for the meeting?
Hang on one second. Everyone else, please go on mute because I can barely hear what Sonia's saying. So if you're not on mute, please go on mute at present so we can. Yeah, there's a lot of background noise. So Sonia, you were saying.
So I heard you. Okay, so I heard you say that you have sent out letters to those who did not attend these meetings before the meeting tomorrow. So my
No.
question was, oh, okay.
Hang on. I sent a letter
Uh-huh.
for last month, okay, on those businesses that did not attend our meeting for last month, right?
Right.
So the meeting that we have today, right? I will be sending a letter tomorrow to the SLA, letting them know that this particular restaurant did not attend our meeting.
Okay.
Okay.
So my question then, and I don't know
Yeah.
what the process is, but the business who did not attend today's meeting, can
Right.
they go tomorrow before the board?
No, they cannot.
Okay.
They will not be going before the board tomorrow.
That was my question. Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry,
And Marguerite.
Marguerite.
Yeah. Marguerite, go ahead.
That's
You got a
okay.
question.
Yeah, so it's quite a request. Can you send us a copy of the response that you got from the SLA?
Yeah, I can do that. I can absolutely do that. Yes, ma'am. Yeah, that was one of the
Thank
things
you.
that Farah had sent me. And I meant to actually do it when I got it, but then life happens and, so my apologies, but
Right.
I will absolutely send that out to you guys.
All right, that's great. Thank you.
Okay. Yeah, absolutely. Any other questions?
Yes, my question was the same. Just to make sure that the people who don't show up at our committee meeting do not try
Yep.
to bypass us and go directly to the board meeting.
Yeah, absolutely. No, even if they can't, let's just say, right, that happened. Okay. I'm at the community board meeting. I generally let the chair and Ms. Frazier know, and of course, in this case, Ms. Sinclair is obviously stepping in for Farah. She will be letting them know what transpired here as well. So I usually let them know that we only have one business who attended our meeting last night, and this other business wasn't there. So they know automatically that even if they showed up, they would not be coming before the board.
Okay.
So that's a given. There's no way that they can bypass that piece at all.
Okay.
That make sense?
Makes sense.
I got it. Let the board members know they cannot vote for them. Thank you.
Yeah. I agree. Okay, awesome. So, great. So with that being said, I just wanted guys to mention that we must be very vigilant when these businesses don't do and don't adhere to the policies and procedures that are in place for whatever reason, because we want them to be very clear that this is a necessary step, a required step in the process for them to get their new or renewal or any modifications that they're making to their existing or new liquor license. So there's no way to getting around it, and I don't know why things continue to happen the way they do, but we have to do our due diligence as a committee to make sure that they know this is a process that you cannot bypass. And if you try, we will be as vigorous to let the SLA know that we do not support that application because they have not complied with the procedures that are in place to get them. So just want to let you guys know that, but I will definitely be sending out that letter as well. Okay. Yes. Yes, ma'am. Who's that?
This is Sonia.
Hey, Sonia.
So,
Okay.
so I appreciate you speaking about the having a conversation with the sanitation about that strip mall, because as you may know, we have been trying for years to get some kind of response from the property owner about that strip mall, because it's, I mean, I've been into Yoli's once. I didn't want to say anything. And I went in to look around years ago when it first started, and the garbage pile up, and the property is very unkempt, and we've been trying to reach the the property owner for some time. We met him once, and he
Mhm.
came and he did some superficial cleaning up,
Mhm.
but that was so many years ago. I don't think we
Mhm.
ever saw him since. And
Mhm.
the concern is that, we live in the community. We're the
Mhm.
ones who drive past there to go to our homes.
Right.
And these property owners live in their multi-million houses in Long Island and New
Yeah.
Jersey,
Yeah.
and they have scant respect for us. And then we compound it, and I say we because
Mhm.
we compound it by dumping our garbage in our own spaces.
Right.
So,
Exactly.
right, but I do feel though, in spite of the fact that this is a privately owned property,
Mhm.
the sanitation still have a role to play for the community, because if it is because the whole thing with the rats, they have us have put in our foods now in these
Yeah.
scrap bins to avoid the rats. But if you
Yeah.
have a bin there full of food and it's overflowing and it's not being removed, what's
Yep.
the point in we doing our work inside our homes?
Right.
Because right, so I'm just saying the sanitation, they still have a role to play in making sure that are enforcing some kind of rules that we can live with proper hygiene in these spaces that we pass by and we drive by and so forth. So I think it's good that you're reaching out to them and put some pressure on them, that the community is complaining about what is happening in terms of the
Right.
garbage in that space over there. So
Yeah.
yeah.
I agree with you. I agree. It's high time that it needs to be addressed, and because there's got to be a solution for this
Yeah.
problem. I mean, it is obviously a twofold issue, and I get it. I mean, the business generates its own garbage, but the community does dump there. But we've got to solve the problem,
Mm-hmm.
because that's unacceptable. I mean, I think I've gone by there. I can't even tell you. There was one time that I went by there, and it was bad,
Oh,
as bad
oh
as I
man.
thought it. And it was in the summer too.
Oh, forget it.
And I was like, my God, man, this is just, woo. It was really bad. So I mean, just, I don't want to tell you guys, but the bottom line, it wasn't good at all.
Mm-mm.
And I actually talked to Mr. Sultan about that, and I brought him, and I wasn't even heading there. I was heading to the Wyckoff farmhouse,
Mm-hmm.
but I ended up making a detour and went straight into him and said, Mr. Sultan, you've got to do something about this, because this
Mm-hmm.
cannot, crazy. You
Mm-hmm.
got to do something about this. I don't
It's
care what you
terrible.
do, but you got to figure it out. But it was terrible. It was bad that time. But yes,
Mm-hmm.
so I'll reach out to our liaison and set a meeting and have them come out and take a look at that, because there has to be an assessment done. Actually, I think it should be an assessment done for that entire strip mall, to be quite honest with you.
Yes, please. Yes.
Yeah, because that whole strip mall is the
Oh,
problem.
it's
It's
terrible.
nasty.
It's embarrassing.
Yeah,
It's embarrassing.
yeah, it is. It is.
And the rats,
So I'll do that.
Hassan,
Yeah,
I think
absolutely. I'll do that.
it's
And
nasty.
and the subcommerce committee, I'll include you guys on the email, so you'll we can follow up on that as well. All right. But we got to get some restitution for that strip mall over there. It's just horrible, and we can't wait for the property owner to do anything much. There may be some things that sanitation should actually do to
Yes.
force him to do
Exactly.
his job, but we got to have the assessment out there first.
Mm-hmm.
So let's do that, and then take
Hassan,
it from there.
Hassan,
Okay, great. So
Hassan,
moving on.
I think
All right,
somebody's
amazing. Can you hear me?
Sorry,
Adele.
say it again.
Adele.
I was going to say
Adele, what's up?
what sanitation can do, if they'll go out and check, especially if it's rats running all over the place, and if they have to do a cleanup, they will charge the property owner.
Yeah, there you go. I mean it's all about the assessment, because I know that people don't realize this, but I know that rats burrow. They have burrows. They nest
Mm-hmm.
sometimes underground. And it's easy for them to burrow underground and nest, come out and have dinner every night. Easy.
Yep.
And you would never know. How you gonna know
Yeah.
unless you walk by there? So it's not a sustainable way to get rid of your garbage. It's not good at all. So we've got to figure something out. So let's have sanitation come out and do the assessment.
I
All
think
right. So
Dorothy has her hand up.
Yeah, just
oh, you do?
yeah,
Oh, sorry, Dorothy.
I know time is running away from us, and we're talking about road ends and stuff. But I don't know, and I know this not sanitation is commerce, but we're talking about it. That the new legislation was it 1093 that they're trying to make
Yes, ma'am.
okay. Is that a sanitation issue that needs to address that? Because I have concerns about that. And if for those who don't know, someone called me yesterday to say, what can we do about it as a community, where they're trying to make it on a city level, and I think it's federal too, make it illegal to sell and use sticky pads for rodents, because they said it's inhumane. But on that note, y'all can go research that. But I was just wondering, because we're just talking about rodents and etc.
Right. No, I hear you. I hear
So
you. No, I understand.
read up on that, and we're in a bigger problem.
Yeah, exactly. They
We're in
gotta,
bigger trouble.
yeah. They gotta come up with. Yeah, I mean, well, you know, and if it's the city council, I think it was the city council, right?
Yes.
That who was. Yeah, and they always come up with some crazy. Anyway, the bottom line
Sorry
is,
about that. Sorry.
it is something that we could talk about, but yeah, that's yeah.
That's another one.
Nope.
Another
I
time.
mean,
Okay.
it's only inhumane until one of them is in the bed with you when you're trying to sleep. Okay.
Yes.
That's right.
Exactly. So let that happen, and that whole bill would be shut down overnight. So
And if we really care that much, we will leave our garbage cans open so that they can eat and thrive.
exactly.
Right? Okay.
Exactly. So don't want to hear it. That's ridiculous. Either way, all right. But thank you for that. I think you've had a good point on that. Thanks, Dorothy, for bringing that up.
We're gonna wait until kids around that corner where the school is get bit. Then they're gonna act.
Yeah, well, we're not gonna wait on that. We got to do something about that. So we're in a position to do that, and let's try and see if we can help out those businesses over there as well. Give them
I
some
think
assistance.
Melissa and someone else has their hand up.
Oh, but Melissa. Oh, sorry,
Jack,
guys, I can't see your hand, so my apologies. Melissa, you had a hand up?
Melissa has her hand up because I would like to know, is the Commerce Committee part of the committees that, part of the community board that is aware of smoke shops opening up in our community near schools?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yep.
Oh, good. So I actually sent an email to the community board about a month ago, and I've
Okay.
also made a 311 complaint, a few actually. And there's a smoke shop with no name, and it says smoke shop in the window. It's across the street from the Flatbush Ascend Middle School on Nostrand Avenue, but closer to Clarendon Road.
Okay.
And
Hey, wait a minute. Are you saying so it's Nostrand, and the Ascend School is on the corner of Avenue D and Nostrand, right?
Right. So the smoke shop is on the opposite side of Nostrand Avenue. Opposite side of the school on Nostrand Avenue.
Wait, they pay for the cash payment place?
Right. It's about 3 doors from so it's the PLS. There's a nail salon.
Right.
After the nail salon, they're opening up a new restaurant. It used to be a Charles Pizza place.
Yeah.
Right next to the pizza place is the smoke shop.
Oh, I didn't know that actually. I've not been down that way in a bit. So okay.
So I've called 311. I've even sent an email to the community board about it. 311 says that it takes 45 days for them to investigate it. I spoke to I spoke to someone and they told me to send an email. I did send an email with the address to the community board, and it's been over 45 days and the smoke shop is still open. And it's open during school hours.
Oh.
Okay, so may I make a suggestion, Ms. Judd, if you don't mind? I know you said you sent it to the community board. Did you get a response from the community board?
Yes, because they asked me for the address, so I replied with the actual address.
Okay, so you did.
And
okay.
after I applied with the address, nothing happened from the community board. Nothing happened from the 311 call for the investigation.
Okay.
Yeah, the smoke shop is just open.
Hassan,
Okay. Yeah.
Hassan, it's
Yes.
Khadijah.
Okay. Yes.
Melissa,
Yes.
is it possible for you to send me that? Send me that. I'll put my email in, and I can work closely with the 67 precincts to investigate.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna put my email inside the
in the
group
chat.
chat.
Okay,
Yeah.
thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And if you don't mind, if you could send it to me as well, I'll put my email in there because I'd like to see that. This is the first time I'm hearing about it. And if I had known about it, I would have responded sooner. So but you have my email address there, so please send it to me as well. And I would venture to say in these cases, Miss Judd, I always try to make sure that we pull in Councilmember Lewis's office, our council member, Farrah Lewis, because she was instrumental in getting a few of these smoke shops shut down, along with 67 precinct. So I'll be reaching out to her office as well and letting her know. And if you don't mind, I'll be forwarding your email to her office as well, so they can actively work on that. Okay, in addition to the 67 precinct and all of that.
Okay, no problem. I appreciate
our
it.
public
Thank you.
safety committee. Yes, ma'am. Absolutely. Yeah, we like to know about all that stuff. So I appreciate you letting us know. Okay, great. Did I miss anyone else's hand? Because I don't think that I wasn't sure if I did or not. So
Yes. Yes.
Whose hand am I missing?
That's me, Adele.
Okay, what's up?
For that young lady that comes from Ascend, maybe she can come to the 6-7 precinct council meeting this Thursday evening.
Sure.
Yeah, Miss Judd.
Yep.
Yeah. So we to her point, we do have the 67 precinct council meeting, community council meeting every Thursday, generally every third Thursday of the month. So it generally falls the day after our community board meeting. So this Thursday we'll have our meeting at the 67 precinct at 2820 Snyder Avenue, and we'll be getting it'll start at 7 p.m. So you can actually talk to the precinct commander as well there and bring that out to them as well, to let them know directly, just to let you know as well. Okay, so that's another option in addition to all of the other support services you have here. All right.
No problem. Thank you.
All right, great. So with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, I think I just want to move forward with I think the next item on our agenda.
I had my hand up.
I still have my hand up.
Oh, sorry. Who has their hand up?
And George has his hands up.
We all have our hands up.
Okay, so Marguerite, you go first.
Okay.
I do see a hand. I see Marguerite. I see George. I see Khadijah. Yeah.
Okay.
So go ahead, Marguerite.
My question is just a general question. When the community board gets, letters or calls from the residents and they have a complaint, does it get funneled down to committee chairs?
It
is that something that
depends.
usually happens?
Right. It depends. And that's a good question. It depends on, what the specific issue is, but and what we used to do is it used to funnel down to the specific chair of that committee, but here of late we haven't had that. I know for commerce, every once in a while though, I'll get something that somebody might send the community board, and Ms. Frazier or Farrah would send it along to me. But I haven't gotten it in a while, So
yeah, I'm just wondering if that's something we can maybe address at a board meeting or with the chair or something.
We have to have better communication, I suppose. Absolutely, because we should. If they've been at this location, and Ms. Judd has said they've been at this location at the very least 45 days, and I wasn't aware of it, and it went to the community board, and I didn't see any email that came over to me indicating that the smoke shop was in there. That's a problem.
So I
Yeah.
stand
knowing that
corrected.
we've
I
had,
sent the email on January 21st, so it hasn't quite yet been 45 days. Sorry.
yeah, well, yes, well, it's been almost a month. An
Yeah.
email's an email.
It,
I just
it
need
should
to,
go to you. Yeah, these
yeah,
things should come down to the chairs,
I
the
agree.
committee
I agree.
chairs.
I agree. But thank you for that. George, you had your hand up?
Mhm.
Yes,
George?
I just wanted to back. I think was it Miss Judd who brought that
Yes.
up? That's yeah. As a follow up on that, I definitely agree with her. Not only that place is there, however, it's creating like a hangout for a lot of unsavory people, which I
Oh, okay.
do believe they are selling outside. They take it and they're selling it at the corner of Newkirk and Nostrand. Because
Right,
I
right.
see the people going back and forth. And up to today, I was going from Manhattan, and I saw about
Mm-hmm.
6 of them there rolling and thing right at the corner over there. So it's creating a little unsatisfactory
Yeah.
spot
No, I
in our
agree.
community.
I
Yeah, but
agree. I mean,
I
yeah.
definitely believe that they are taking it from the store and selling it outside on the
Yeah, I
street too.
agree. Yeah, we need, and those are things, and when we see those things evolve, and we also know where they end up evolving to, right? It
Yeah.
starts to hang out. People start hanging out. They start doing all other things as well because it brings other type of elements. And the next thing you know, there'll be arguments, there'll be fights. Somebody will either get
Mm-hmm.
stabbed or shot, and it'll put the children at risk who go
At
to
risk.
school over there, as well as the community residents. So we can't have that. We can't have that at all. So I will also make sure that I bring it up at the precinct council meeting as well, to the commander directly, because that's crazy. Okay, and I think we had Khadija, you still had your hand up.
Yeah, I wanted to kind of talk about like when situations like where Quilox had a recent shooting,
Mm-hmm.
and like what do you guys do as Commerce to follow up with them? Or resources do you provide to them when shootings or stabbings take place?
Right. Good. As the Commerce Committee chair, is I would reach out directly to the business owner, right? And have a discussion about what happened. And then what I would invariably try to do is do two things that I think are mandatory in those kinds of situations. One, they need to sit down and have a meeting with the precinct commander, right, of the 67 precinct, right? I think that's extremely important. The second thing that generally happens is that there has to be the precinct oftentimes has a review with them to say, hey, listen, here are some gaps, pardon me, here are some gaps in your security. These are things, they come out and do an assessment, right? And they don't do it to impede on the business. They do it really to help them, right? Especially if they haven't had any kind of problem there before, right? So they go in to assess ways that they can help mitigate this for future happenings, right? So they'll go in and look at, oh, these are gaps. If you got two means of egress, are both of those means of egress being monitored by security? Do you have a security person monitoring the number of people or counting the number of people that come into your establishment? What sort of search parameters do you have in place when you're bringing people into the establishment? What are you doing? Are you doing body searches? Or you have a metal detector? What do you have? So all of those things have to be assessed, and those things are recommended by the precinct, right? And it's more of a corrective action for the business owners to say, okay, I need to do this, I need to do that, to ensure that that doesn't happen again. And it's not 100% foolproof, but when they have that, it does greatly diminish those incidents from happening, right? And in addition to that, they may also recommend that if they're working with any promoters, they may say, listen, I know you want to pack your place and I know you might have an event, but a promoter is not necessarily a good thing depending on who that promoter is, because they don't vet though the people that come into your location, they just promote. They get paid on a number of people who attend your event. So they're going to try and pack it with whoever gets there because their job is done to promote. So the police department may tell them, look, you shouldn't use a promoter to do these events. You might want to hire a marketing company or something like that to actually be able to do that. So they'll assess all of that. But we would help facilitate that piece moving forward. And we would keep an eye on that location, to make sure that there aren't any additional incidents. And we would work with community affairs to let us know if there are any additional incidents there, because the police department also monitors that event space or location for any future possible happenings there. So that's what they do. So just to kind of let you know, that's kind of what our role has been and will continue to be, to help with these business owners. And then, of course, if there are business owners who do not comply with repeated incidents at their location and they haven't made the appropriate corrective action and all of that, and the one that comes to mind was Post 48. And of course, our committee members, the ones who've been here a little while, know very much about Post 48 and how long it took us to get them out of there. But we work actively also to ensure that they comply. And if they don't, we recommend to the SLA that perhaps they shouldn't have their license anymore. And it's based upon, because they're being a public, they provide a public security risk to the community because of this, So we do that, and we've done that successfully. I think Post 48 is probably the most extreme example of that. And went on for a long time before we were able to actually get them out of there. But I can tell you, it took not only the community support and the committee support and the board support, but it took a lot of, and of course, our local police enforcement from the 67th, but it also took our elected officials coming together behind that issue as well. And we were all lockstep to make sure that we continued to apply pressure to get this business to comply, but they just would not do it until they had no other choice but to be in a situation where the SLA came in and pulled their license, but those are things that we do as well. So there are a number of ways that we do that. Khadija, I know that's a long answer, but I wanted to give you several examples so you know what we do and what we can do. We do take public safety very serious in our community because we do not want our residents and our community members to be at risk, and particularly our children. Okay, so we have a serious focus on that, and we're I would say we're dogmatic in that approach when it comes to making sure that our business community is do not put the community residents at risk. It's just something that we're going to continue to always be, and just want to kind of let you know that. Okay.
Yeah, it must be compliant.
Right. You have to be compliant. Just be good neighbors, and you don't want no problem. Do what you're supposed to do as a business owner. Be good neighbors. Be considerate. Be kind, and and always keep the community in mind. Because many of those residents are going to be your customers too. So it's only in your best self-interest as a business owner to do that. Okay, great. I think one last hand. I think it was Melissa. Or was that from before, Melissa?
No, that was from before.
Okay, great. So thank you guys for that. I want to move lastly. I think we just have 2 points. Is there any old business that we have covered or should cover? Any old business? Going once? Committee members going twice?
Yes,
All right,
I wanted to find out if we can send a card or something to Hazel, who is still recuperating.
Okay. Yes, I had actually reached out to Hazel a couple of times, and also
Okay.
to Allison. I called and I left voice messages, but I didn't hear anything back. So, and
Yeah.
in fact, I even asked tonight. I'd asked Adele, had she heard from Hazel and how was she doing? She said she heard from her last week, but so I hope she's well.
Yeah, I spoke with her. She's still at she's at home.
Yeah.
But she's
There's a
still,
lot of pain.
Recovering.
recovering. Yeah.
Okay.
But I know
Okay.
she contributes a lot to the commerce subcommittee,
Yes.
etc. So I
Yes, ma'am.
think that we
Yeah.
should send her a card.
I
That'd be
agree.
nice.
I
And we can
agree.
send some
I agree.
flowers.
I think that's a wonderful idea. I would love to do that.
Mhm.
And I I could I'm gonna reach out to her anyway again by phone.
Mm-hmm.
Just the time that I called her, maybe she just was indisposed or whatever. And sometimes when you're battling any kind of illness, no matter what it is, and you're trying to get well, everything
Yes.
else kind of takes the secondary. But please let her know, if you speak to her before I do, that we are very making sure that we send her prayers for healing, and we're always concerned about her. We miss
Yeah,
her
because
at the meeting
these cards you
as
can,
well.
you can send around to the committee and they can write something and then just email the card to her.
Yes, I
Because
think
it
that
might
would
be
be
hard
fantastic.
to get a
Yeah.
physical card and for all of us to sign it, but they're
Yep.
virtual cards that can be sent around and each of us can put our own personal note to it
Yes, ma'am.
and then send it to
Yep.
her.
I will
Yes.
absolutely do that. I think that's a wonderful idea.
Maybe we can send her some flowers.
Say that again?
Sure. Send her some flowers.
Just send her some
Yeah,
flowers?
something.
Yeah, I think that would be great too. Have it delivered. Yeah, absolutely. We can do that. Why not? Why not? Absolutely. Hazel has been a stalwart in this community. I certainly rely when she's not here. And I don't, the community members don't get mad. Don't get mad.
No.
But I do, I rely a lot on her advice and her feedback, as all of you guys know that.
Yes.
So I just but Hazel has always been there. She does so much for the community and has been given a lot to this community and continues to, even when there were times when she wasn't well, so we have to make sure that we support that. And so yes, absolutely. E-card, and I will send it out, make sure we get it out to you guys and have you sign it, put your own personal message on it. All right. And the flowers. Yes, ma'am. All right.
There's a nice
Great.
beautiful.
Yeah,
Yes.
Hassan, yeah.
Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
no, yeah, my house was, I know you don't see. Okay, regarding Hazel,
Yeah.
sometimes I've been in contact with them, and sometimes it's worse than others. And she was also had a problem with the medication. There was some.
Oh, yeah, that would do it.
Yeah,
that would do it.
yeah, but it's not an easy surgery that she had. So,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
tomorrow at 10 o'clock, I have a scheduled phone call meeting with Alison. So if you all want me to express to her like the sentiment of the committee, I could
Please
do
do.
that. But
That
I
would be great.
don't want to do it with the commission without your permissions. But I'll just relay the message that the committee is thinking about her and send her
Yeah.
the prayers and
Absolutely.
all that. If it's okay with
Absolutely.
everyone.
I'm good with it.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
Great. Thank you, George. I appreciate that.
Thanks, George.
You're welcome.
Yeah, I appreciate that. Okay, great. So I wanted to lastly move on to, is there any new business? Because that's the last item on our agenda before we adjourn.
I don't know if you had addressed this before. Are we doing you might have, because it was in a half an hour meeting, the restaurant week?
Yes.
Okay.
That was one of the things I talked about in my
The opening.
chairman's report. We are
Okay,
doing, so we're doing the sumptuous sampler this
That's
year,
what I meant,
and we're
the
doing
sumptuous sampler. Mhm.
we're doing East Flatbush Restaurant Week as well.
Okay.
All right, so that's why I was saying, that's why I kind of laid it out that we might have a bit of a truncated schedule because we had to push back the expo a little bit, because I would have liked to have had the expo. Actually, I would have liked to have the expo in December, but it didn't happen that way. But since we definitely didn't have it in January, we had to push back the business networking breakfast to April, which is kind of button up against, you know, the Sumptuous Sampler event, which is in June, and then East Flatbush Restaurant Week, which is right after that, you know? So it's gonna be, we're pushing it, but we can make it happen, you know? So I just wanted to kind of let you guys know, but yes, ma'am, we are doing that, okay?
Thank you.
All right, awesome. So if there's no other new business, oh, sorry, Melissa, you still have your hand up again? Or is that from before?
That was
That's
from
from before. Okay, you got to lower your hand, lady, because I didn't know. Sorry. All right, great. All right, so before I ask for an adjournment, I wanted to thank Miss Simone Monet Walls for joining us from the Youth and Education Committee this evening, just to kind of sit in. We appreciate having you here. I hope you learned something. I hope you learned a lot. Learned that this is a great committee. We take pride in what we do. And I certainly, the committee members make me look good as a chair. I wouldn't be much without them because they really do a lot as well.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, and we invite you back as well.
Good chatting, and I do plan to come again. So,
sure. Absolutely. Thank you again for being here. All right. So, with that being said, everyone, I'm going to give you back some of your time. We didn't go quite to 9, which is good. So I want to give you back at least 10 minutes of your evening, but I'd like to have someone make a motion to adjourn our meeting this evening.
I make a motion to adjourn the meeting. Oh, Dorothy has her hand up.
Oh, sorry. Who's got their hand up?
Dorothy.
Dorothy? Yes, ma'am, Miss Gordon. What's happening?
She took it down. No, I was trying to clap to say, yeah, we get time back. I put the wrong reaction.
Oh, no problem. Okay, good. All right. So Sonia, proceed. Go ahead.
Yes, I'd like to make a motion to adjourn the meeting for this evening.
Dorothy Gordon.
All right. Can I? Oh, Dorothy, you second?
Yes, I do.
All right. Excellent. Okay, everybody. So thank you guys for being here. I look forward to seeing some of you if you can make it to the Small Business Expo on Tuesday. All right. So looking forward to seeing you there. But if you can't make it, I understand because people got to work. I get it. But let's and I'm sure that I will be speaking to some of you before our next meeting next month. But I look forward to having a successful month and a successful event. And so we can, right after that event, guys, we're going to be running right into the business networking breakfast. So just to let you know, put your running shoes on, and we need to make that happen as well. All right. So I'll talk to you guys soon. Enjoy the rest of your night and the week, and we'll talk again.
Thank you. Good night.
Thank you,
Chair.
Good
night, everyone.
Good night. Good night.
Good night.
Good night, everyone.
Good night.
Good night.